Hey, what is going on, guys? MechlordGames here today with a deck profile for Triamid. This is actually a little bit of an older archetype. It's a rock-based deck. A lot of people aren't totally familiar with this deck, and a lot of people didn't think that this deck could actually be good. But it has a lot of potential, and I think that given the right cards and the right opportunities, this deck can be really, really solid. And a lot of people won't expect to see this played. I've been doing some testing with this deck, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. And it was actually funny because I had a duel today with a friend who was playing a very competitive Burning Abyss deck, and he got completely destroyed 2-0. Like, I just was able to stop everything he ever had, and it was just a lot of fun. So let's get right down to the deck. Triple Triamid Sphinx. This guy is your boss, well, one of your main bosses. If a Triamid card is destroyed, you can special summon this guy. And then your opponent can only attack him, and he gains 500 attack for each Triamid card in your each Triamid field spell in your graveyard with a different name. So he can potentially get up to 4,500. However, in this build, it's only 4,000. Oh, no, sorry. In this build, it's only 3,500. My bad, because I'm only running 2 of the field spells, not the third, because I just didn't have room for the fortress. Then we have Triamid Master. This guy sends a Triamid card to the graveyard to target a set card in the field and destroy it. You can send your King Golem field spell to get a summon out of your hand from it, as well as get the destruction, so that's not bad. But Triamid Master, during your opponent's turn, you can send your current field spell to the graveyard to get a field spell with a different name from the deck. And it only works on Triamid field spells, by the way, so I don't think you can do anything crazy with this. So generally the basis of this is you go ahead and use this on your opponent's turn. You can swap out Cruiser into King Golem, and then all your rock monsters gain more attack points. And then Cruiser will get you a search into whatever Triamid card you need. And then we are playing the 3 Hunter. 3 Hunter. This gives you an additional normal summon if you have a field spell card of a rock type monster, so you can go Hunter into Master, send Hunter to the graveyard, pop a set card, and still keep the field spell bounce effect that you would get from the Triamid monsters themselves. And then of course Triamid Dancer. Dancer can recycle Triamid cards in the graveyard and shovel it back into the deck, and then all rock monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense, and it is permanent. So the more you use this, the stronger your monsters get. And it once again has the same field spell effect on your opponent's turn as the other monsters. So then we are playing our Wind Witch engine, 3 Ice Spell, double Glass Spell, and of course 1 Snow Bell, because we want to be able to have a good little summon engine, a little bit of side tech to make this deck just a little bit stronger, because it kind of needs it. It really improves the power of the deck by being able to get into Crystal Wing, which you don't really use your extra deck very often in this deck. That's why there's some goofy options in here, and it's understandable what we have. And of course double Ash Blossom to stop you from searching, double Ghost Ogre for the on-field board destruction, and then of course our 1 Max C, because Max C is awesome. We are playing our 1 Raigeki, because this deck is rogue and you really want board destruction. You could throw in Dark Hole if you really want to, but you don't really be wanting to waste your monsters, only your opponents. But if you need Dark Hole, you can always add it in. Triple Terraforming, because this deck revolves around field spells. The one you're always going to search out is your Triamid Cruiser. We have double Cosmic Cyclone for back row removal. So then we have the field spells Triamid Cruiser. So each time a rock type monster is normal summoned, you gain 500 life points. And if a Triamid monster is normal summoned, you can draw 1 card and then you discard 1 card. And if this face up card in the field zone is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Triamid monster from the deck to the hand. And then Triamid King Golem, all rock type monsters in the field gain 500 attack, and if a Triamid monster you control battles, your opponent cannot activate card effects until the end of the damage step. So it's basically a Utopia Lightning or Armades effect for all Triamid monsters when they are in battle. And if the face-up card in the field zone is sent to the graveyard, it's supposed to summon a Triamid monster from your hand. Then we have Triamid Pulse at 2. This card is actually really awesome. A lot of people didn't think this card was that good. But basically, you can banish 2 cards from the graveyard, any combination of rock-type monsters or field spell cards. So you can banish other field spells with Triamid Pulse, And basically what this is going to do, you can target a face-up card in the field and destroy it. You can either target a rock-type monster in your graveyard and special summon it in defense, or you can target up to 3 field spell cards in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and draw a card. So it can provide you consistency, it can provide you destruction and interruption, it can even bring you back your Sphinx when it dies. It's going to take resources to get over Sphinx, because Sphinx is a 3500 beater on board. When they try to attack you, they get no effects when they declare an attack against a Triamid monster. Therefore, they cannot Utopia Lightning you. So it takes quite a bit to get over Sphinx. And then of course our Solemn Brigade, the 3 strike and 1 warning. So for the extra deck, we have Invoked Makaba as a Winter Cherry target, same with ABC Dragon Buster, and of course Spiral Double Helix as your Cherry targets. We do have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, Wind Witch Winterbell, and Black Rose Dragon for obvious reasons. For our Exceeds, we have our Utopia package, 1 Tornado Dragon for backdoor destruction. Baguska, this card is amazing. You don't really make the Exceeds very much, but it is possible. 1 Castel, 1 Phantom Knight of Breaksword, 1 Totem Bird, because sometimes Totem Bird can be really nice, and you can just go Ice Bell into Ice Bell, and then make a free Totem Bird. Previously, you could have made Totem Bird in this deck using the Speedroid Terror Top engine, and using that, but unfortunately, we can't really use that anymore, so this is kind of the next best way to make Totem Bird for that spell trap negation. It's a really good first turn go-to, but Crystal Wing is still the way better first turn go-to off Ice Bell. But if you actually use your Ice Bell into Glass Bell, and then you get your Snow Bell, and then you make that, the next time you get an Ice Bell, you can just summon it out, get another Ice Bell out, and then you can make Totem Bird for a bit more negation. Or you can turn it into Phantom Knights of Breaksword and have some destruction. Either way, it's all good plays. And then for our side deck, Zaphion for any Toad decks or any decks that use a lot of spell and traps. Or even against Pendulums, the Pendulum Magicians, you can side in Zaphion, and you can attack your opponent and then bounce their skills back into the deck, which is actually amazing. So that really hurts them a lot. Triple Gamma Seal. This is really good against the Spiral matchup. You can also use this against the Pendulum Magician matchup. There's a lot of ways you can use this, but it's a good out to Omega. There's a lot of things that this is good at doing, but it's pretty much against Masterpiece and Sleeper. This is the best card to use. And then we have 1 more Ash Blossom, 1 more Ghost Ogre for specific matchups. Ash, you can throw the 3rd Ash you can side in every game against decks that search a lot, which is pretty much the majority. Of course, Ghost Ogre for the extra Ghost Ogre for the True Draco matchups. And then, of course, our Ghost Reapers for the matchups that are Spiral, ABCs, or any invoked decks. Or even Wind Witches, because you can actually take out the Crystal Wing and basically make their play null and void. And then, of course, 1 more copy of Cosmic Cyclone just in case you need it. And then 3 evenly matched for if you have the feeling that you're going to, if you're playing against a deck that wants to go first, setting in evenly matched is going to be amazing. But this card is pretty much good all around, and I definitely love using this card. I used to hate it, but after playing it and testing it, it's fucking awesome, and it is a great card. So this deck is a lot of fun. I do suggest you try it out. I know a lot of people weren't really a huge fan of Triamids, but personally it's one of my favorite rock decks to play. And even still one of my favorite decks to actually continue going to and replaying time and time again. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.